Hi everyone. So I have a question for all of you. It's a question that somebody asked me. And I'm not sure how to answer. She was asking me, this person in some group, I don't remember if it was a doll group or a toy group or a thrift store group, but anyways, she had purchased a Behringer baby. Actually, hold on. I have one like hers, and I can show you. She's naked. I need to put something over her so I don't get flagged for dolly nudity, God forbid. Here's my tea towel. I just washed and I haven't put away my laundry yet, so it'll do for her. So it's one of these babies. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with them. The little Behringer babies that you get at, I think they're at Walmart. Oh, well, I know they're at Walmart, but I don't recall seeing them anywhere else. Like, I don't recall seeing them at Toys R Us or anything like that. So anyway, she was like, what kind of doll is this? And I said, it's a Behringer doll. I said, they sell really well, usually, if you want to resell it, from what I've seen anyway. I said, or it'll sell for even more money if you know how to make it into a reborn. And she goes, well, what's a reborn? Or she was trying, it's hard to explain. She thought reborn was like a name brand, kind of like, I don't know, like your Gucci or something, I don't know, name brand that came to mind. And I'm like, well, it's not really a name brand. It's an art form. I said, now you can take a doll like this, and it can be, stripped of all factory paint, repainted to look more realistic. So a lot of people who make reborns, they cut the full body vinyl and they put it onto a cloth body. So they used to have one that was reborn. It was repainted and put onto a cloth body. So in my opinion, once it was repainted and put onto a cloth body, it's a reborn. Now I know that's a controversial topic as to what is and is not a reborn. Now that is just my opinion. If it gets too heated, I will just have to delete my video. So I don't know how to explain to her, like that reborn is not really a brand name, that I don't know, it's not a name brand, it's an art form. And I said people can take dolls like the one she had like this, and as I said, they can transform them to be more realistic. And I just don't know how to explain it. She doesn't really understand that, this isn't a reborn, and that reborn isn't a name brand or anything like that. Just not sure what to tell her. If anyone has any suggestions on how to help me help her understand, like, what is and isn't a reborn. And I know it's a controversial topic because some people do believe these are reborns. Like, they believe that, oh, I went to Walmart and I bought this and it's a reborn. I didn't do anything to it. Or somebody tried to tell me that buying a doll like this and the only alteration you make is you redress it into baby clothes and ta-da, it's a reborn. I'm like, well, no, not in my opinion. And I get in trouble a lot because I give my opinion. I try to help people and educate people on what is and is not a reborn, and what is and is not one of the scam dolls, and how to educate them that, you shouldn't be buying these scam dolls. Like, I keep trying to give the example of, say you're a sculptor and you've worked really hard on making this reborn or making this sculpt to be turned into a reborn, and that's how you make your living. Like, this is how some of our sculptors make their living, and that's their source of, maybe their only source of income comes from selling their sculpts. So, I'm like, this is how the sculptor pays their bills and pays their mortgage or their rent. It's how they feed themselves and their family. And, somebody comes along and they steal it. Now the sculptor isn't getting the credit and the money that they deserve for their hard work. I said, how would you like it if you worked hard on something and then all of a sudden somebody comes along and steals your copyrighted work? But, I don't think there's much that can be done, because I still see it, and I've seen it for years, all these knockoffs. They're all over eBay. When you do a search for reborns, all these scam sites come up, and oh look, there's a reborn for like $30 or something, and it looks beautiful, and it's possibly the photos of a prototype or a high-end reborn. And they're just like, oh, well, that's a beautiful doll for $30. Well, yes, it is. Don't we all wish, us collectors, wish that we could get a reborn for $30? I wish. But that's usually not the case. They're usually expensive. Even the so-called cheap ones are expensive. I think I paid, like, the cheapest I usually pay is around, $400 or something, because I have to convert my money, my Canadian money, into American money, and then pay shipping, and then pay possibly fees when it crosses the border. So, for us Canadians, it's even worse. Like, the $200 doll almost becomes a $300 or $400 doll. And really, that's still a bargain price. A lot of the reborns that I've seen are, $500, $600, $700. And that's not even for the top kits and the top, prototype quality reborns. The prototypes I've seen go for like, $20,000, $10,000, something like that. And, it's just, I don't know. I get in a lot of trouble for trying to explain what is and is not a reborn. So, excuse me. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, if I seen one, it was an Ashton Drake doll. Nothing done to it. It wasn't altered in any way. It was just as it came from the factory, and the person was trying to sell it as a reborn. Now, I think that's misleading because it's not a reborn. However, most of us know it can be turned into a reborn if somebody wants to take the time to, strip all the factory paint and hair and repaint it. Yeah, then it can become a beautiful reborn. But, that's, to me, the doll right out of the box from the factory, with nothing done to it, is not a reborn. And people are getting mad. People are getting upset. Oh, well, my mama says. Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause any trouble. I'm trying to help our reborn artists and help educate people as to what is and is not a reborn, so that you can be better informed and know what you're spending your money on. Like, I seen one, somebody said, oh, this is a reborn, and it was an Ashton Drake, and I knew that it wasn't altered, like it was just as it came from the factory, and this person was asking, I think, $500 for it, and, somebody asked me about it, I said, in my opinion, it is not a reborn, and it is not worth the $500 asking price, so I'm sure you can find one cheaper, or you could maybe find one that is actually reborn for about the $500 price range, and you'll probably be happier with one that's been reborn. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to come up with something to help explain to this woman that got the Behringer doll at Goodwill or wherever she got it, that it's not a reborn, and that reborn's, it's not really a brand name. At least in my opinion. What do you guys think? Like, as I said, a brand name is Gucci, and that's, there's, the brand name I think would be maybe, like, Reborns isn't the brand name. And do Reborns really have a brand name? I guess they do, because, you've got Bountiful Baby and McPherson's. I don't know, is that the name brand? Like Bountiful Baby or McPherson's or whatever place sold the kit? I don't know. Let me know your opinions down below, and thank you for watching. Bye.